Chapter 7, Charmed in Corfu. Ashton's offer to take you to Greece lingers in the air. You blink at him and try to slow your racing thoughts. A day in sunny Greece is exactly what I need, but being alone with Ashton... You chew on your lower lip, imagining all the fun things you can get up to. All the fun things. Well, I could really use a vacation. Mercy can suck it for all I care. Fantastic. I can guarantee you'll enjoy this vacation. The way Ashton purrs the words out has your entire body electrified with promise. No matter what, though, there are a few things you'll have to clear up before the two of you set off to paradise. Before I accept your offer, we need ground rules for this trip. I have two main ones in mind. One, as much as I want you, you're still my boss. Sleeping with you would be too much. As much as that pains me to hear, I understand. And rule number two is either of us gets to, in the moment, wants to go all the way, the other one has to rein them in. It's going to be nearly impossible to pull you off of me, but okay, I reluctantly promise to stop you from sleeping with me. Oh, I think I can definitely keep my hands to myself. If only I could take you up on that challenge. With that said, those are my two stipulations. Everything else, well, we'll just have to see when we get there. Oh, tell me more. You'll be able to touch me without worry. Have to wait and see. You shift closer to him, pressing your chest against his eyes blaze with desire as he slides his hands around your waist. You won't even give me a preview? Maybe a quick one. He drops his mouth to yours in a quick electric kiss that has your entire body heating up with want. You let out a satisfied breath and pull away to look at him. You know, this actually works out perfectly. We can use this time to go location scouting for Season 2 of Scandal and Sunset. Season 2 isn't a little early? What if the show flops? It won't. You're doing so well, I know it'll be a hit. Please don't tell me that means a book, too. Ashton leans forward and presses kisses from your wrist up to your elbow. His lips are soft against your skin, and you shiver with pleasure. I should probably go tell Eddie, and then I'll have to pack. Ashton releases your hand and winks. It makes you want to get on the plane ASAP. Can't wait to see how you look in the hot sun. You find Eddie near the resort's entrance, and your nerves suddenly kick in. Your palms sweat as you rehearse telling him, "Hey, you got a sec?" Sure, what's up? So, I know there's a lot to do here, but since there's, a short filming break, I was gonna go location scouting with Ashton. In Greece, real quick. There and back. Sweat trickles down your back as you swallow hard, and you brace yourself for Eddie to ask a million questions or try to invite himself along. Location scouting? Does that mean we're doing a second season? You try not to gawk at Eddie and tip him off that how much of a shock his reaction is. Yeah, Ashton thinks we have a hit on our hands. Well, then get out of here. A Season 2 means more work for us, which means some damn stability. Okay, I'm on it. See you in a few days. You're out the door, leaving Eddie with his camera before he can say another word. You don't want to give him a second to change his mind. With Eddie out of the way, you can focus on the trip and what it means for you and Ashton. Guess whose brother just told them to get out of here? I need to pack up, but I don't have time to go shopping for a special outfit to wear. I know something. Meet me in wardrobe. On my way. You hurry over to the wardrobe department where Ashton's waiting for you. He's set aside a ton of outfits. They're all so beautiful, you don't know where to look first. You'll have to help me, I'm overwhelmed. I think I already have spotted the perfect outfit. Ashton selects a sexy bikini with a lacy wrap and holds it up against your body. You look amazing in that on the Grecian beach. You run to the small dressing room and slip it on, excited to see Ashton's reaction the moment you step out. Oh, and in case you ever wonder what the non-diamond choice is... I know I haven't been doing that, I've just been selecting the diamond choice and moving on. Whatever. I'll try and give you guys the best I can. Sure enough, his mouth drops openly, and his eyes ignite with more desire than you've ever seen. Wow, Nora, I knew it would look good, but you make it look hot. It'll be perfect for Greece, then. You can see him struggling to keep his hands off you, and you give him a victorious smirk. You're gonna have to wait for the real deal once we arrive. You return to the changing room, excited to pack it and head out. When you land in Greece, Ashton has a driver take you into the heart of Corfu. You can't help but glance around and wonder, wow, this is stunning. Ashton's eyes snag on you and he takes you in from head to toe. I knew that outfit would be a hit. You look so damn good. You picked out a good one. His praise makes you feel like all floaty and like you won't be able to stop smiling. Our schedule's packed. There's so much to do here, and we only have a day to see as much as possible. This place is a hotspot of great food, gorgeous beaches, and plenty of shopping. I can't wait to see it all. Ashton, don't forget our rules. You raise an eyebrow, giving him what you hope is a stern gaze, but really you feel like your resolve weakening. I'll be a perfect travel companion, don't worry. It's not Ashton you're worried about, though, it's you, and the burning desire to grab his hand and take him to the nearest hotel. Before you can get to in your head, Ashton pulls you to him and wraps his arms around you. He plants a soft kiss at the top of your shoulder. What if we throw caution to the wind and just let things progress naturally? Whatever happens, happens. Chastely, of course. We can be a public couple if we want. The smile Ashton gives you makes the walls you've erected around your heart crumble. This is a perfect place to test what a relationship with him might look like. So, I've been here a few times. That means I know all the best spots. With who? Maybe Mercy? Or other women. But you shove those thoughts out of your mind. Everyone has a past. This is now, and you're here with Ashton. What do you have in mind? We're kicking off this whirlwind day with a private art show. Really? Sounds amazing. I should take his hand. You reach for his and slide your hand into his. He squeezes your hand, meeting your eyes. You remember how much I love art? Of course I do. I even remember that you would have gone back to school to study it if you had the means. This is the nicest thing anyone's ever done for me. Thank you. Low bar. Ashton leads you down a winding street, and you're completely smitten with the scenery. Every building here looks something out of a storybook. When you enter the gallery, you're taken aback by how dark and intimate the inside is. You can take all the time in the world here. I booked the entire place just for us. Your cheeks flush at the thought of being alone with him in such a quiet and private space. This day just keeps getting better and better. You're almost overwhelmed by all of this. You've never been to a private art show in your life. You lean into him as you walk through the exhibit. Watching you experience this is everything. You cling to his arm, the softness in his voice and awakening your desire. Getting to experience this with you is everything. Together, you slowly make your way around the room as you stare at the painting of an angry sea with monstrous waves and uneasiness settles over you. You want to enjoy every second of this day trip, but you can't shake the last interaction you had with Mercy. What if she goes to Eddie while I'm gone? Then everything will be up in flames. You swallow and try to forget about Mercy, but it's kind of impossible with her threat hanging over you. Still, you don't want to worry Ashton. After the art show, he takes you around town to explore the sights. You try to stay in the moment and enjoy the trip, but your thoughts have shifted. Maybe this should be a work trip? No matter how magical Corfu has been, your brain is still trying to protect you. Probably for good reason. There, that ice cream parlor should make the perfect date spot for whoever finds love. Gemma would look great there. It would. Good eye. Ashton takes your hand, gently tugging you towards him. He gives you a soft smile and you squeeze his hand. I can't believe I'm here with you. You're absolutely stunning. Wow. That's so sweet. You can't help but smile as you gaze into his eyes. You really know how to make a girl feel special. All you want to do is throw caution to the wind, fling yourself at him, but you've got to keep your head, somehow. If Scandal and Sunset doesn't work out, we'll have to figure out what we can film here in Corfu. I'm incredibly confident that we'll have something to work on together for a while. That makes you feel a smidge better about being here. You're talking business, after all. Oh, wow. Wine glass, it's stunning. He shared a beautiful set of hard-blown blue wine glasses that you would kill to have. You should buy them. They would look really good on the show, wouldn't they? He furrows his brow and shakes his head. I mean, buy them for yourself. You seem to be having trouble unplugging. Maybe just a bit? I want you to be in the moment with me. Forget about everything else. And do you have a suggestion for how to do that? Of course. Let's divert your attention with a shopping spree. Billionaire style, after all. You deserve it. Plus, you already look like $1,000,000. Treat yourself with Ashton. Stay focused on work. I will indulge in this one. Show me how it's done, Mr. Billionaire. Laughing, you let Ashton tug on your hand and lead you down the street. Not only do you deserve shopping, Nora, you deserve the world. The best way to properly display that? Buying whatever the hell you want. Well, I don't hate the sound of that. The first place to start, a delicious, expensive, indulgent meal. Thought we were gonna get the wine glasses. Ashton takes you to the fanciest restaurant you've ever been to, and you realize something once you've scanned the menu. Everything on the menu is a form of an aphrodisiac. Your eyes flick up to see Ashton's smoldering gaze intent on you. Did you bring me here because of the menu? Whatever do you mean? Everything on the menu is rumored to increase a person's drive. You don't say. A happy accident. Obviously. The waiter appears, Ashton orders a bottle of wine for the table, and then it's time for you to decide. What can I get you, madame? I'll have the pistachio-crusted chicken, oysters, saffron bisque. Well, it's chicken, so... You've heard a few rumblings about the effects of pistachios. I wasn't caring about the pistachios. Chicken sounds delicious, and the pistachios add a little extra something. Make it 2. The lady has impeccable taste. Excellent choices. Once the waiter scurries off to the kitchen, you look across the table at Ashton. Thank you for all of this, but you don't have to buy my affection. I know I don't. I asked you to do this with me because I want to splurge on you, not because I feel like I have to. But you should know you deserve it. I'm starting to get the picture. And you better watch out, because maybe I'll be taking you out for billionaire lessons one day. Yes, ma'am. You and Ashton keep chatting, so engrossed in each other that you almost forget that the food's on the way. But before long, your waiter places your plates in front of you. I can't wait to dig in. Please enjoy. You and Ashton thank him, and you dig in. This looks so delicious, oh my god. While everything this place offers is amazing, I think you picked a winner today. Or you could just feed yourself. I know I'm nitpicking, I know I am, but, you know, ask him to feed me. You look down at your food and meet up with his gaze. I think I ordered well, but the only way to know for sure is for me to taste your food. Too, of course. You know, to make sure they've been prepared equally. Oh, yes, I believe I've heard that before. Well, we do want to be sure both of the dishes are good. Ashton slices off a bite-sized piece of chicken that looks so yummy, crusted in pistachios, and blows on it. Then he brings the fork to your lips, and you take a bite. You close your eyes as the flavors burst across your mouth. When you open them, his gaze is glued to your lips. What I wouldn't give to draw the sound from your mouth myself. While you eat, you try to ignore the delicious burn in your lower belly and between your thighs, but can't help but wonder if the food is working, as it's rumored to. Whatever it is, I need to stay strong. After lunch, he whisks you on a shopping spree where you peruse all the latest styles and fashions. In every store, Ashton flashes his black card. You get the VIP treatment. A girl could get used to this. You've been looking at handbags in the boutique for the past hour, checking out every subtle detail in each bag. You spot one on a top shelf that looks like the most ridiculously buttersoft leather you've ever seen. Luxury handbag, it's perfect. Wow, this one's beautiful, but it looks a little too fancy for me. Stop it. Nothing too good for you, remember? You can have anything you want. You swallow hard and look at him, trying to believe what he's saying. So am I. You do. You're here to indulge yourself regardless of whatever desires you may have. Well, I'd rather indulge myself with a kiss from you. Who am I to argue with that? He pulls you in for a kiss. The heat rises in your body as his lips touch yours. When you pull apart, he raises an eyebrow at you. But you can always have both. Never feel as though you have to pick between two luxurious things. I can get anything I want. Noted. With Ashton's encouragement, you're feeling empowered and bold. You walk over to the delicate diamond necklace you've been trying not to look too closely at. Hi, you're Mercy 2.0 now. Seriously? Didn't she just complain about something like this? I gotta shut up. I gotta just read this shit. I gotta detach myself. And you know what? I'll take this necklace. I saw it on a model for Fashion Week. With its purpose, you walk to the other end of the boutique and point to a painting. Oh, and one of those paintings would look amazing in my apartment. Especially the beautiful vistas and modern art. I'm gonna go with vistas. And it makes me think of the last few days we spent in Maldives, how close we've gotten while there. And every time you look at it, you can think of us. You know, I already have you in my thoughts all day, every day. Please tell me she's trolling. Oh, is that true? I guess you'll have to wait and see to find out. We're gonna talk at the end of the video. I had to take a breath. By the end of your shopping spree, you hardly bat an eye at the price tags. You realize all the stress of Mercy and the filming has disappeared. After an afternoon full of shopping, Ashton leads you to a nearby beach that's dotted with colorful towels and umbrellas. He eyes you, and once again, you're so happy you choose to wear this bikini and wrap. Have I mentioned how good you look spread out before me on the beach in that outfit? Only a dozen times at least, but it never hurts to hear again. So, there's one little detail I should probably tell you about this beach. Like most in the area, this beach is clothing optional. Your heart is racing with both excitement and nervousness, thinking about seeing Ashton naked. It's almost too much to handle. But you don't want Ashton to see how this is affecting you, so you have to play it cool. Well, let's do it. When in Rome, right? Or in this case, Greece. We didn't get a choice for this. You walk towards the beach, tossing a sultry look over your shoulder. Once you find a good spot on the sand, you take a deep breath. Help Ashton out of his clothes. Let me help you out of your clothes. You reach for his shirt, your fingers trembling a little as you undo the buttons. Then you slide it off his shoulders and let it fall to the sand. You undo the string of Ashton's shorts, and in one fluid motion he tugs them down. You try not to react as you catch a glimpse of him for the first time, but... He's gorgeous. Your eyes don't know where to look. Every inch of him is cut and defined. You want to kiss your way down his abs. Once you're both dressed down, you try not to oogle him. It's hard not to sneak a glance here or there. Plus, it wouldn't be such a shame not to appreciate everything he has on display. Let's find the perfect spot near the water. Together, you stroll along the beach. Ashton's hand is on your lower back, making sure everyone knows who you're together. This day has been amazing. Part of me is sad that we have to fly out tonight. I wish we could stay here a few more days. Me too, but once filming officially wraps, I'll take you somewhere just as nice as this. The promise sends a flush of pleasure through you. You take his hand as the two of you walk across the beach. This looks like the perfect spot for some privacy. It doesn't take long for you and Ashton to find a secluded spot to settle in. He hands you a bottle of sunscreen. We wouldn't want you to get burned when we have to shoot outdoors. Sunblock for protection. You turn the bottle in your hands and look to Ashton, a devilish idea beginning to take hold. Would you help me get my back? Turn around. You do as he asks, turning, so your back is to him. He squirts lotion in his hands before placing them at the tops of your shoulders. Slowly, his hands glide down your shoulder blades into your lower back. You shiver as goosebumps break out on your arms. Your hands feel so good. I'm very happy to assist. Once you've finished up the rest of the sun protection, you'll look at Ashton. May I return the favor? Please. You squeeze sunscreen onto your palm as Ashton turns his back to you. You take your time rubbing lotion on every inch of his beautiful skin, unable to resist pressing a kiss to his shoulder blade when you're done. He turns back to face you, his eyes dark with need. He takes your breath away, the way he's looking at you. Slowly, you rub the lotion over his well-defined pecs, lingering a touch too long. You want your hands to go lower, but you reel yourself in. I've dreamed about this, about touching you. You have no idea how good your hands feel right now. His eyes are heavy, his breath catching, as your fingers dance over his washboard abs. As you finish rubbing lotion on his skin, you struggle to remember why you came up with the rule for this trip. Now that we're all leathered up, I think we should enjoy the water. It is considered skinny dipping if we're already naked. I definitely need to cool off. Well, I can't guarantee things will remain cool. What do you say? I mean, you're already naked, let's be honest. No, I'm good. I'm just gonna stay on the beach. You know exactly what would happen if you go into the water. It's not time to tempt fate yet. Actually, I think I'll stay on the sand and enjoy the sun more. It means I get to stay here and enjoy the view. He rests his head on his elbow and rakes his eyes up and down your body, not even looking out at the ocean. A while later, you arrive at the airport waiting for the jet to be fueled and stocked. I'm ready to get back to set. At least I won't be tempted as much with everyone else around. Woo! While you don't regret this trip with Ashton, it was definitely necessary, and you're unsure what this means for the two of you. You know what? It's definitely time to get back. As much fun as I had, we have a show to make. We certainly do, and you already seem more refreshed and ready to go. I am. This is exactly what I needed. Whatever Mercy throws at me, I can handle it. We'll find a way to tell Addie about Ashton one day. But your good mood is dashed as you look over to see Ashton's pilot rushing over, a worried look on her face. I'm sorry, Ashton, but there's an issue with the plane. We can't have it repaired until tomorrow morning. Your assistant called around to find you a last-minute room. She managed to find you a last available suite in the downtown area. Just one suite. You and Ashton exchange a loaded glance. Panic grips you, making it hard to breathe. We're so screwed. Alright, so before I begin, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down the description. Plenty of things to check out there. Ways to support. Be greatly appreciated. And, yeah, aside from that, let's go ahead and get into this. So, you know, for a minute there, while she was in the store, right, she shifted gears, right? And I thought, okay, so she's going and she's picking the necklace and she's picking the painting and she's just being a bit weird. And I thought for a minute she was trolling him to the point where we were actually going to get some story narrative or something in which would engage the elephant in the room about Mercy, but we didn't. And, like, I was hoping she would be like, listen, you're trying to buy my affection, my love. You're trying to buy me, quintessentially. And I was really hoping that she would address the elephant in the room. She didn't do that. She went ahead, and she literally and figuratively was like Mercy. Oh, I'll take this, and I'll take this, and I'll take this, and just spoiled. Just all of a sudden, it's like a child where you're like, hey, listen, I know you're 6 years old, but you can have anything in the store, okay? I promise you, listen to me, listen, I want you to listen very hard. If I went into a toy store and I said a 6-year-old, or said to a 6-year-old, you can have anything you want, okay? They would look at me, and I promise you, a 6-year-old isn't going to buy the most expensive thing in the world, okay? They're going to find, like, a Tickle Me Elmo, or maybe like a game console or something, maybe. But they're not going to buy, like, the most expensive thing. And then they're also not going to run around filling up a cart. Right? And don't give me this, well, you haven't met a 6-year-old. No, I have, okay? Trust me, I've literally raised 2 kids that weren't even mine. And listen, yeah, no, they can go in and there's been times where they could have anything in the store that they wanted. And they did not literally and figuratively pick the most expensive thing and multiple things. They would go and just pick one item. Like, if you raise your kids properly, that's how it's supposed to be. Anyway, so with that being said, I just listen, if you got to the end here and you're listening to me right now, you can tell how I read other books. You can tell how I read other chapters, and you can tell at the very beginning of this I was kind of reading normally, how I normally read, and then just it went downhill from there, and I started sounding a little bit monotone, bored, and just tired of this garbage. I'm going to be honest with you, I am. We're already at chapter 7, and it kills me to literally and figuratively read this. I'm doing it for you. I'm doing it for you, the viewer. I'm not doing it for myself. I get nothing out of this except for pain and misery. So maybe some of you will find enjoyment in that as well. I don't like this. That is my opinion. Okay? Like, you could give me... Okay, listen. I know you're either a guy or a girl, but I'm going to go ahead and give you this. I want you to let me know in the comment section who you think the most attractive person in the world is. Okay? I want you to go ahead and be like, if you had a smash pass, even if you're married or whatnot, I want you to tell me who the most attractive person in the world is to you. Okay? And I want you to tell me how you would want to spend a date with them in the city that we just had in this chapter, okay? So I don't really have someone that I look at right now, right? I'm not one of those people who has celebrity crushes and whatnot, right? I'd actually rather sit down with Patrick Stewart and over a nice, like, wine and just have a conversation with the guy. I'm going to be honest, and I'm straight, so... Like, I just, that if I had any opportunity to meet any celebrity, I would literally pick one of my role models. So, let's just say, I don't know, someone who's really gorgeous. She's a 10, she's intellectual, which is really what I need. But, like, okay, we're sitting, I would not, do all this, right? I don't care if money was a thing. And let's be honest, if the roles were reversed and she was a billionaire, I would not want all of the things, and I would just want to spend quality time with her, get to know her, understand what, like, makes her tick, etc. Am I the only guy on this... Am I the only guy on this fracking planet that literally wants that? Apparently so, and apparently I'm the only guy who literally can't find a girl who literally wants the same, but anyway. Like... I would not. I don't care if she's like, oh, you listen, you can have anything you want. No. I want you. I want your, like, to know what makes you tick, etc. So, like, it irritates me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for ranting. I'm gonna catch y'all later. I'm gonna let you go. Bye.